everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now we will discuss exercise 4.2. In this exercise, we will solve quadratic equations by method of factorization or by splitting the middle term. So the first question is find the roots of the following quadratic equation by factorization. First question is x square minus 3x minus 10 equals 0. So first we will split the middle term, which is minus 3x. So we will think of two numbers whose product is minus 10 and sum is minus 3. So those numbers can be minus 5 and 2. Here you have to be very particular about the sign. There should be no mistake in sign. So after solving, we will get two factors, x minus 5 and x plus 2 equals 0. From here, the roots will be minus 2 and 5. Second part is 2x square plus x minus 6 equals 0. Here again we will think of two numbers whose product is minus 12 and sum is 1. So the numbers can be 4 and minus 3, and we will get 2x minus 3 and x plus 2 as factors. From here the roots would be minus 2 and 3 upon 2. Third part, root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equals 0. Here we have to think of two numbers whose product is 10 and sum is 7. So the numbers are 5 and 2. Here since the coefficient is in root, so you can find it a bit difficult, but after practicing you will be aware of the fact how to solve it. So we will split 2x as root 2 into root 2x because 2 is equal to root 2 into root 2. After taking common the factors, we will get x plus root 2 and root 2x plus 5 as two factors, and the roots would be minus root 2 and minus 5 upon root 2. Next question, fourth part, 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 equals 0. Here first we will take LCM to make the equation into the general form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. So we will get 16x square minus 8x plus 1 equals 0. After splitting the middle term, we will think of two numbers whose product is 16 and sum is minus 8. So the numbers would be minus 4 and minus 4. We will get 4x minus 1 and 4x minus 1 as factors. So the roots would be 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. Fifth part, the question is 100x square minus 20x plus 1 equals 0. Here the product should be 100 and the sum should be minus 20. So the numbers we can take are minus 10 and minus 10. So after splitting the middle term and taking common, the factors would be 10x minus 1, 10x minus 1. So the roots would be 1 upon 10 and 1 upon 10. In the second question, we are asked to solve the problem given in example 1. So I will read out the question for you. You can find in your textbook these both examples. John and Jivanti together have 45 marbles. Both of them lost 5 marbles each, and the product of the number of marbles they now have is 124. We would like to find out how many marbles did they had to start with. So we will assume let John has x marbles and Jivanti has 45 minus x marbles. After losing 5 marbles each, they are left with x minus 5 and 40 minus x respectively, and the product is 124. So after multiplying both binomials, we will get an equation x square minus 45x plus 324 equal to 0. So the value of x would be 9 and 36. So they have 9 and 36 marbles respectively. Second part of this question is, a cottage industry produces a certain number of toys in a day. The cost production of each toy in rupees was found to be 55 minus number of toys produced in a day. On a particular day, the total cost of production was rupees 750. We would like to find out the number of toys produced on that day. We will assume number of toys produced in a day is X and cost of each toy is 55 minus X rupees. Now the total cost of production would be cost of each toy into number of toys. So 55 minus X into X is 750 and we will get a quadratic equation x square minus 55x plus 750 equals 0. After splitting the middle term, we will get x minus 25 and x minus 30 as factors. So number of toys produced on that day is 25 and 30. These both questions are given in example you can find in your textbook. Coming to the third question. The third question is find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. So we will assume the numbers as x and 27 minus x, and after finding their product which is 182, we will get a quadratic equation x square minus 27x plus 182 equals 0. We will split the middle term by taking the product as 182 and sum as minus 27. So the numbers would be minus 14 and minus 13, and after taking common factors, we will get two factors of this equation as x minus 13 and x minus 14. So x is 13 and 14. So the numbers are 13 and 14. Fourth question of this exercise is find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 365. Since the numbers are consecutive, we can take them as x and x plus 1. And sum of their squares means we will square both the numbers and add them. X square plus x plus 1 whole square is 365. After solving this and expanding x plus 1 whole square, we will get x square plus x minus 182 equals 0. And we will get two factors x plus 14 and x minus 13 equals 0. X will have two roots 13 and minus 14. So the two consecutive integers would be 13, 14. Fifth question is the altitude of a right triangle is 7 cm less than its base. If hypotenuse is 13 cm, find the other two sides. So we will first take base as x centimeter and its altitude would be x minus 7 cm. We will apply Pythagoras theorem and we will write sum of square of two sides is equal to the hypotenuse, square of hypotenuse. So after expanding this, we will get equation as x square minus 7x minus 60 is equal to 0. And after splitting it, we will get two factors as x minus 12 and x plus 5. So value of x is minus 5 and 12. But base cannot be negative, so we will not take minus 5. We will take base as 12 centimeter. And after substituting this value, we will get altitude as 5 centimeter. Last question of this exercise. A cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. It was observed on a particular day that the cost of production of each article was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. If the total cost of production on that day was rupees 90, find the number of articles produced and cost of each article. So we will first assume number of articles produced on that day be x and cost of each article is 3 plus 2x. Cost of each article multiplied by number of articles would be the total cost. So we will get an equation 2x square plus 3x minus 90 equal to 0. And after solving it, we will get x equals 6 and minus 15 by 2. Number of articles cannot be negative, so we will take x equals 6 and cost of each article would be rupees 15. So number of articles is 6 and cost per article is rupees 15. Next exercise, exercise 4.3. Here we will solve quadratic equations by quadratic formula. In this exercise we will find nature of roots and the roots depending on if they are real or not real. So first question is find the nature of roots of the following quadratic equation. If the real root exists, then find them. So first equation is 2x square minus 3x plus 5 equals 0. Here a is 2, b is minus 3 and c is 5. First we will find the discriminant to get the nature of roots, and after solving we will get b square minus 4ac equal minus 31, which is a negative number. So this equation has no real roots. Second equation 3x square minus 4 root 3x plus 4. Here also we will find the discriminant b square minus 4ac, and we will get the discriminant as 0. So if discriminant is 0, then roots are real and equal. So the roots would be 2 upon root 3 and 2 upon root 3. In the third part, the equation is 2x square minus 6x plus 3 equals 0. Here, after finding the discriminant, we get it as 12, which is a positive number. So the roots are real and distinct. After solving, we will get the roots as 3 plus root 3 upon 2, 3 minus root 3 upon 2. Second question is, we have to find value of k for which the following quadratic equations have two real roots. If the roots are real, then you have to remember that the discriminant would be 0. So we will put discriminant as 0 and we will solve for k. So first part is 2x square plus kx plus 3 equals 0. We will put b square minus 4ac equals 0, and after substituting the values we will get k equal plus minus 2 root 6. In the second part, the equation is kx square minus 2kx plus 6 equals 0. So here also we will find k in the same way, and we will get k as 0 and 6. Third question is it possible to design a rectangular mango groove whose length is twice its breadth and the area is 800 meters square? If so, find its length and breadth. Let the breadth be x and length is 2x. Area is length into breadth, so we will get x as plus minus 20. So minus the negative value, we will avoid it. X is 20. So yes, it is possible. If length is 40 meter and breadth is 20 meter, we will get area as 800 meter square as required. Fourth question is the following situation possible? If so, determine their present ages. The sum of age of two friends is 20 years. 4 years ago, the product of their age was 48. So we have to find whether the situation is possible or not. We will assume the age of friends be x and 20 minus x. And 4 years ago, their age was x minus 4 and 16 minus x years. We will take the product as 48 and we will get an equation x square minus 20x plus 112. We will find the nature of roots. So after calculating b square minus 4ac, we will get minus 48, which is a negative integer. So this situation is not possible. Fifth question, is it possible to design a rectangular park of perimeter 80 meter and area 400 meter square? If so, find its length and breadth. Let us take length and breadth as b and 40 minus b. Since the perimeter is 80, so we will take L length as 40 minus b and breadth is b meters. Area length into breadth, and we will get a equation b square minus 40b plus 400 equals 0. We will calculate the discriminant and we will get the discriminant as 0. So the roots are real and equal, and we will get value of x as 20 and 20. So yes, it is possible. If length and breadth both are 20 meters, then it is possible. So here now we are done with the fourth chapter, quadratic equation from NCERT textbook. If you have any doubts, you can ask. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned.